Welcome to Techumentary. We'll begin by looking at natural user interfaces. It's a good place to start because by considering natural user interfaces, we are considering some key principles of user interaction, which we will look at in more depth later on.
Natural user interfaces are interfaces that people can use without conscious attention to the interface. They use a variety of technologies and techniques to interpret human actions to control a computer system.
So, what data do natural user interfaces generate?
Natural user interfaces are, in fact, consumers of data. They process the large amounts of data from sophisticated sensors, such as webcams, and extract meaningful signals or features. They then use these meaningful features to control a system in a natural manner. Natural user interfaces can leverage our human experience of the physical world. For example, a touch-based painting app could emulate finger painting in the real world and thus leverage our experiential understanding of finger painting, which we may have done when we were children. Natural user interfaces can also leverage our human experience of social interactions. In real life, for example, we understand and use a variety of symbolic gestures, such as the shh gesture. One could imagine a music app that could sense this gesture and mute itself in response. We can also leverage human experience of other interfaces to create natural user interfaces. An emulation of a real-world light switch in an interface allows people to map their understanding of the binary nature of light switches onto the interface. Finally, natural user interfaces can leverage the higher amounts of information provided by more sophisticated sensors than simple keyboards and mice. A classic example is touch-based interaction, where users' fingers control elements in much the same way as they might do with a physical counterpart. A specific technique for touch-based interaction is the two-fingered rotate gesture on a phone or a tablet. The rotation of the fingers is directly mapped to the rotation of an interface element, such as an image, so you rotate your fingers by 45 degrees, and the image would also rotate by 45 degrees. Natural user interfaces allow us to interact with systems without having to learn new interaction paradigms. In other words, they can have lower learning curves. In the early days of computers, most interaction was through keyboard input. The introduction of mice allowed for interaction with a lower learning curve. Other new technologies and techniques can allow for similarly natural control. Natural user interfaces can also allow for more expressive interfaces. For example, digital pianos have, in contrast to computer keyboards, pressure-sensitive keys to allow for musical expression. I'm sure, of course, that you can come up with many other situations where natural user interfaces could be fun or effective.
We will revisit many of these ideas over the series, so please tune in to the next documentaries for more.